is Sarina, and today we are going to be cash stuffing for the first week in November. So that is November 6th through November 12th for me. And we're doing the second half of my bi-weekly paycheck, which today should be $533. So that should be right here. So we have 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 500, 505, 10, 15, 25, 30, 31, 32, and 533. So everything is all here. How are y'all today? Hopefully you all are doing well. Are you off work or do you have to work? And what about Thanksgiving? Like, do y'all have to work on Thanksgiving or not? No. Usually Walgreens is like always open, but we got Thanksgiving off this year, so I am very grateful for that. But I know for a fact Christmas we're going to be open, which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's work, so you gotta go. So first, we're going to start off in bills. I'm going to do my phone. Which always gets 30. And this is the beginning of a month, so all of my bills are empty because they're in my 1 month ahead fund. So phone will have 30. Always exciting. The first time because they're all empty. Apple is going to get 5, so it has 5. And I like to round these out. I could do the even amount and save some money, but at the end of the day, whatever I don't use from these, it goes to my 1 year ahead and help, you know, if I overspend any of those bills or whatever. So I'm okay with that. Cricket gets 5, so it's at 5. Kindle Unlimited, I do not have right now, but I'm going to keep stuffing it. That's just a little bit of extra money to go to my bills buffer kind of, and when I do decide to get it back, then I'll have that money saved for it. So it's a win-win for me. Instant Ink is gonna get 5, so now it's gonna have just $5. And then last is car insurance, which we give it $30, so 20 and 30. For my car insurance. 1 month ahead, I have $320 in there for this month. We're stuffing for December, so I am 1 month ahead. Which, if you're not 1 month ahead, like, that's like cool, but like I feel like, I don't know, I just feel more safe if when I'm one month ahead. That way, like, if 1 month, 1 week I don't get paid or anything, I know that I can still catch up because I'm a month ahead. Like, I already have next month, or the current month's bills paid already. So I'm working on the next month, so I have time to, like, still save up for it. That's just what I like personally. So, yeah. YouTube Premium is fully funded with $150. Cricket is fully funded with $110. Spotify is fully funded with $100. They're all in the bank. That's why there's prop bills. And then Canva today is going to get 25 for a goal of 130, which we already have 30. So we only need 75 more. So we can do it this month. And then now for Canva we have 20, 40, 50, 55. So, in total for yearly bills, we have $415. So, $415, which is a pretty good amount. Now, for my wallet, I have like a different system now than what I have had in the past, because I'm working on 3 main things, and that's going to take up a lot of my money, so we're not going to have that much money to like stuff elsewhere. And whatever I don't put in my wallet, if I don't spend whatever I don't like, if I don't spend the whole 50, then I can put it into my sinking funds. But if I do spend it all, then I just spend it all. I'm gonna see how this week works. If I need more than $50 and I just overspend way more, so we're gonna like test this $50 to see if it's enough. If it's not enough and I just like overspend like big time, then I will try to up that. But the 3 main goals is finishing the 100 envelope challenge, and then I need to put a lot of money in my emergency fund because I want to get to having six months ahead, which my fully funded emergency fund is at 10K. That's like the first goal. Like, I'll always stuff it, but I want at least 10,000 in there. So that's a big goal. And then moving out, which I need 4,000 for by July of next year. So I got to put so much money towards that to make it to those goals. So I'm not going to be able to stuff a lot. So what I decided to do, plus when I go to my wallet the past 2 months, I've just been grabbing the money and like, you know, giving it out, because I'm like, I get snacks or I get food, and that's really all I get. So I don't need spending money and all this other money, fun money, miscellaneous money. It just goes to the same thing. So I decided just to put food and just stuff one amount in there. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take all of these out. I'll leave the dollar saving challenge, that way I can separate the money. And I'll leave giving, of course. So those are my 2 envelopes in here, which is giving, and then we'll have my food money. So I can spend food money on snacks or lunch out, whatever. Not lunch out, but like lunch at work, if that makes sense. That's usually what I use this money for anyway. So giving, since I already have it out, I'm going to put $5 in there this week. And then 50 for food, which is kind of low. I do live with my parents still, so I have their, like, whatever they have, and then I have a whole box of noodles. I feel like it's like 40 bags of noodles, which I actually need to eat. I do need to eat, but I kind of get bored if I eat the same thing. So yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So we're going to try to make $50 last, but we'll see how it goes this week. If I overspend, I will adjust it. But if I don't, then we can stick with this 50. So $50 for my wallet. And then any dollars I get, I will put them back here. And then I do have 1 receipt. Is that 1 receipt? To scan it to fetch rewards to earn some points. And I already did my coins on the sinking funds update, so that is empty, and my wallet is stuffed with these amounts. So hopefully that kind of explains a little bit, but we'll see how it goes, because I don't think it's gonna go well. But if I can control my spending, then that $50 should last, hopefully, because I only work 5 days a week. So yeah, I think I can stretch it. We'll see. Gas is gonna get 50. We have a $100 buffer, and then 50. So whatever we don't spend with this 50 during this week, at the end of the week, we can put into any envelope that I want, or any overspending that I do will also come from that. I like to put the money in anything I overspend first. That way I get that covered, and then if I have anything extra, or if I don't overspend, I can put it wherever I want. Groceries is empty though. Starbucks has $10. Eating out is empty. And then buffer is going to get $5 just to kind of offset the wallet spending, since I'm not going to have that much money In my wallet, I'm going to stuff buffer a little bit more often, so that way we'll have something. So we have 10 in there now. So if I do overspend, I can pull from this as well. So we have 10 in buffer. Next up is the 100 envelope challenge, which I have an update, which I guess I'll do later, but I am going to post the 100 envelope challenge box. I did finish making the one that I'm going to sell. It's not fully ready, but I can show you the envelopes and the numbers, what they'll look like on there. But by the time this video goes up, it should be live on my Etsy, which is always linked down below. And so these are what the numbers will look like on the envelopes. And if you order this style or this design, this is what it will look like. And these are all the colors that it comes with. It comes with a pretty good variety of colors. And then these is like what you will get. You can pick the design, and then the standard just comes with random colors. And then if you pick custom, you can choose the colors that you want. If you want certain 2 colors, 3 colors, or if you just want 1, you can do that. But yeah, that's the 100 envelope challenge. And when I actually post the listing and get the pictures up, then I'll switch mine to this, and then I'll list my envelopes in here for like a cheaper price, because they're not like well quality made, because they're my first envelopes, so they will be a lot cheaper. So if you want that one instead, you could do that. But there's only one available, obviously, because I only have one of these made. So, yeah. Once that one's gone, it's, yeah, gone. So, I just thought I would mention that real quick. So, we have 38 and 66 today, which is a total of 106. So, for number 38, I'm going to do 40. So I rounded up because it has more than $2, so I'm going to round up so we can minimize the ones in here. But if it has 2 or 1, if the number ends in 2 or 1, I will just stuff those $2, because it doesn't matter. So there is that one. And then 66, we actually did 66, so that's 50, a 10, a 5, and a 1. 50, 65, and 66. And that is going to go in here, just like that. So that is the 2 envelopes stuffed for this week. Getting kind of full. And I will spin the wheel at the end of the video, like always. And we do not count this. So that is that. And we're not going to do my cash envelopes. And I guess I'll count them real quick, since we're going to start off like this, but the rest of the week, if we don't add anything to it, I probably won't count it, just because they'll all have the same. Essentials has 20. Clothes has 20. Self-care has 20. Date night has $10. Household has 10. Books has 20. Shopping is empty. Hobbies has 5. Sick days has 5. And then extra pay has $10. And then my buffer has 5. Next, we're going to start with my emergency fund, which we're going to give it $20 today. So now, in my emergency fund, we have 1,000, 100, 200, 250, and 270. So, $1,270 in my emergency fund. A long way to 10K, but we'll get there. Car is going to get $40 for the rest of the year. So I can hopefully reach my goal of having repairs fully funded. I think it was 2,000 was the ultimate goal for this year. So car tag has 100. Oil change has 100. My emergency fund is fully funded with 1,000. And then car repairs is getting this $40. So 20 and 40. So now repairs has 500 in the bank, 550, 570, 590, 600, and 605. Which would have been good for the condensing, but we can wait till next month to condense it again. So in total we have 1805, and I do anticipate on getting an oil change this month and next month. So that's why I'm stuffing 40 every single week. I want to make sure I have enough for the oil changes and enough to have 2,000 in there at the end of the year. Medical, savings, and Roth IRA all get the same amounts this year anyway. So we're going to add a 5 to all of them, and they should all have 100, 150, 120, no, 150, 170, 175. So they'll all have 175 in there. I'm not going to pull them all out because I know they all have the same. So 175. Okay. Moving today is going to get a total of $77, and I did separate them into each of the categories, but the overall total is 77. So for moving fees, and that's just going to be like when I move in to like an apartment, you have the fees you need to do, security deposit, and that. So that's what that's going to be for. We have 100 in the bank, and we're going to add 25, so we'll have 125 for fees, and then any other fees we have. And then bills, so 1 month ahead kind of bills, so it'll be like 2 months ahead or whatever. Just want to be prepared for that. We're going to get that $10, so 50, 60, and 70 in there. Needs, like a broom, mop, you know, the things you need to do or need to get. And I live with my parents, so I literally don't have any of those things. So I do need to get a lot of things. We're just gonna get 5 today. So 20, 40, 45. Moving supplies, it's gonna get 15. So 10 and a 5 for 20, 30, 40, 45. Decorations or decor, which is not as important because you can do that when I am living there, but I will be adding a 10 today for 20, 30, and 35. Furniture is going to get 10, so now furniture will have 60, and that's for like what we need for furniture when we first move in. So probably a couch, coffee table, anything that we need first, and then I'll probably save some more in my furniture envelope. And then $2 for miscellaneous, which now has 20, 30, 31, and 32. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Let me recount because I don't think that's right. Fees has 125. Bills has 50, 60, 70. Needs has 20, 45. Supplies has 20, 30, 45. Decor has 20, 35. Furniture Okay, we didn't add furniture. 60. And then miscellaneous has 20, 30, 1, 2. So we should have $412 in moving. I'm going to try to minimize the ones that I put in here. That way it's not so thick at the end. It was really busting at the seams earlier. And I promise I am making a moving challenge or tracker that has like all of these, so we know each goal on these. So I'm not going to fill that out this time. Electronics is not getting anything, but we do have $200 that is in the bank for that. Now we're going to move on to my saving or long-term savings. I don't know. Birthdays is going to get 20. My boyfriend is fully funded with 100. And now we're working on my dad, which has some ones that I'll put in the dollar saving challenge. And then we're going to add 20. So now he has 30. So we have 130 in total for birthdays. I think the goal was 50, but we'll see because I haven't picked out the gift yet. So I'll see once I figure out what gift I want to get. Christmas, $250 for Cody, 1 for Mom, 100 for Dad, 100 for Dakota, Larkin, and others. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this 25 I'm going to add to me. So we'll get mine up to 100, and then I'll see what I can add to others again, just to make sure I have enough in others. But if I don't, I'll pull from me, of course. So, in total I have $775. Yes. Once I added the 25. Other holidays, today is going to get 15. I have 50 in Thanksgiving, and if I don't use this, I'll roll it over to Black Friday. And then Black Friday is going to get the last 15, actually. So I have 115 in Black Friday. I think the goal is 200, but I'm not positive. And obviously whatever we don't use will go into Valentine's Day, which will be actually ahead if we don't use any of that. So we have 165 in there, and then travel has $100. Budgeting supplies has $20, and then furniture has $50. So that is going to be it for the cash stuffing because we are out of money. But I will add these ones to my dollar saving challenge for the last quarter of the year, which is October, November, and December. And this is the ones from October. And we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and 4. $4 to this pile. So we have 2 more months to pile this up, and then we get to count all of it, which is so exciting. And since I have made a goal of stuffing $200 in 100 envelope challenge, moving, and my emergency fund, these ones will not go to the challenge. Instead, I'm going to put them towards my envelopes since I'm not stuffing my envelopes, like my cash envelopes. We're going to stuff that. But first, I'll make sure my goals are completed and at the right amount. And if they are, then I'll put them in my cash envelopes, which I'm so excited about. I am really excited just to count that to see how much money we have in there. So we are going to spin the wheel for next week. So if it's below 50, then we do 2 spins instead of 1. So that's how I like to do it anyway. So since it's $78, we're just going to do that 1 envelope. I think, yeah, because 78 is kind of a high number. Or do I want to spin again? Let's see what we get. 78. Oh, 95. Yeah, I guess we'll do 78 and 95. Because I'm trying to do it twice a month. I mean, twice a week now. So 78 and 95. Yes. And instead of 78, we're actually going to do 80. So 80 and 95 will do. The reason why I'm doing twice or 2 times is because for the 100 envelope challenge, my emergency fund, and my moving, all of those 3 are going to get 200. So 200 every single week. So whatever I don't put towards my 100 envelope challenge from this 200 will go into there. So for example, we have 200, but we're going to put 80 in the 100 envelope challenge and 95, which leaves us with $25. So I'll probably do 20. I'll probably just do the full amount in moving, because that's not a lot. So I'll just put 25 in moving, and then we won't stuff emergency fund, because this will go to emergency fund and moving if I need it. So yeah, would probably just do that. That's kind of how I'm gonna do it. So those 3 will get 200 every single week, and then whatever we don't do in 100 envelope challenge we'll put towards those other 2. So that's how I'm gonna do that. Hopefully you understand. So we are doing 2 big numbers, but that's totally fine because it doesn't go over 200, and yeah, that's fine with me. And we get to stuff 2. I'm trying to finish this by July, like I said, which we have, let's see, 26 plus 4 plus 3, so it's around 33 weeks, and we still have 75 envelopes to stuff. Well, with these 2 it will be 77. So if we divide that by 77, no, 77 divided by 33 is 2. So that means I have to at least stuff 2 envelopes every single week. So that's why I'm doing these 2. And it just happened to be 2 high numbers. So yeah, hopefully that I explained that a little bit good to you, for you to understand. So sometimes it might be high, but if it goes over 200, I won't do that. But as long as it's under 200, I'm fine with doing 2. So yeah. All right, you can go back to the video now. But that is going to wrap up this week's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please leave me a like and a comment down below. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.